the thing that I'm looking forward to the most, I mean, my team, you'd have to ask them themselves, but what I'm looking forward to is obviously the PI that's opening in Mexico, the type of talent that's going to come out of there in the next 5 or 6 years, and opening a PI in Africa and doing our first event in Africa. Those are really the two things that I'm the most excited about right now. So the PI and the fight in Africa is something that I need to get done before my time here is done. The way that boxing has built the sport is all the money goes to the main event. Every boxing event is a going out of business sale. They're trying to grab as much of your money as they can get and run. You know what I mean? They never invest in the future of boxing, any of them. We're always investing in the future of the sport, whether it's talent, new territories to go into. You know how much money it costs to build a PI and run it? Crazy money. Have any of you been to the PI the week of the fight? You see that place? Rocking. There is an open bed in the physical therapy room. Everybody's in there training. Everybody, name them. They're all in there. All the who's who are in there training. They eat for free, they train for free, they get physical therapy for free, all their supplements are free. It's crazy expensive. We're gonna have, by the time I get done with Mexico and get Africa done, you know what I mean? There's gonna be 4 PIs, 5 PIs, 4, I don't know. 4 or 5 PIs by that time. Africa is very, very on my radar. Africa will get done. Not only will Africa get done before I'm done, we'll have a PI in Africa before I'm done too.
Data, one quick one. A lot of fans on Twitter are talking about like that result makes them want to see Francis fight more. Is that road like completely done now?
They want to see Francis do what?
Fight Jones still even more because of that.
I tried to make that fight. Yeah.
So is that like completely done now? Like,
done. Never gonna happen. We tried to make that fight with him for 3 years. You gotta want that fight. Doesn't matter what listen, we all want to see a fight. The guy's gotta want the fight. Francis doesn't want the fight, you can't make him fight. And I doubt it would have gone any differently.
Jones, when I'm home watching this fight, I start moving to 85.
Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou think that they're in this great spot, and all the hey, that means you can talk to me. That's not how the promoters are looking at it. They're looking to go, man, you don't have a loyalty to anybody. Somebody helped to get you here. Somebody made you rich. Somebody made you famous, and you didn't stay loyal to him.
No, hogwash.
What am I gonna do?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Francis Ngannou was with one promoter his whole career. He finally became free. Why does that make him disloyal?
So you think he's gonna get grabbed up? Because he hasn't been.
He hasn't been. It's been a month.
It's a month of unemployed, which is what I'm claiming.
Yeah, but he's playing the field. He's talking
so
to
how
people.
long does he have?
I mean,
well, why
don't you say the same about Nathan Diaz? Hasn't fought since September.
What other walk would you compare that to in life? I mean, give me any other walk
Diaz?
Where you look around and there's a girl that everybody had a shot at and they passed on, and you go, God, that's the one for me. Just give me an example and I'll be quiet. Tell me a pet store. Tell me give any walk in life. You go into a pizza and there's pizza by the slices and one is left and all the rest of them are gone. I want the one that's like, you tell me one example.
You expected him.
Where this is
it would have been a huge mistake had he signed a deal in the last month.
Okay.
Talked to everyone.
Why is that?
Because that means you're not looking at all your options. You're not, and plus he's looking at
what I'm here to share
two
for you.
sports. He's looking at 2 sports. Very rare.
One of them. There's just one thing, John, that Volkanovski is doing, especially because you're a wrestler, that Islam wasn't doing. And what you don't want to do, because he's a bigger body, if you're losing a position, you don't want to overwork a position. This is where he was getting in trouble, because that's a long strength. If you're going to lose a position for whatever, let's say you have game here, switch position, do it to something bigger. Like, know when you have a position locked. Because the last thing you want to do, John, is blow a watt in your your hands and your wrists. You know what I'm saying? This is just tactically. Because you might be in this position here. Don't fight it too much here, especially if you know he's gonna get out. If you know he's gonna get out, he's front cover. You're find your different rest periods. If you're able to just hold him, dude, you're good here. Elbows, keep his head inside, be able to drain him there. So just try not to make that mistake of being in the position too long. You're gonna have to make that rational decision to transition to something, knowing when you're losing in transition.
Something drew Henry and I on my birthday to John Jones's camp, and I think it had to do something with this move. Thanks, John, for the birthday present. And now it's time for the celebration. Nacho Daddy Las Vegas. This is Scorpion Shot. Tell Soul Tequila as bold as you.
Yeah, I had dinner with Cejudo on Saturday. His mindset is just crazy, man. The way he breaks down fights, I just kept asking him questions, how he trains, how he does this, how he does that. I'm excited for him against Aljo, man, because this guy is so smart. And he just has a different mindset with fighting, how you break stuff down, how you train. So good. Next fight, waiting, man. We saw Dana there, we saw Hunter. They were talking, so hopefully, he told me they were close to getting Colby. They just can't find him, but they said it's close, so we'll see. They gave me a date. We're gonna see what happens with it. Did they offer you to back up in London? No, I was asking to be the backup, but I guess they got other plans. And it's different. I didn't want to cut weight for nothing. Who's your next opponent? Dana said Colby, but we'll see. We'll see if we can catch him. Why is Colby scared? I think Colby's doing what I just said. I think he's going to sit there and wait. Colby's that guy that he knows that the UFC will give him a title shot off of beating a guy like Masvidal. So he knows if Leon wins, he could sit there and talk his trash, and maybe the UFC will give it to him because, you know, Donald Trump.
That just came, you know what's coming. That just came. That just came, you know what's coming.